Assalamualaikum, a very good day everyone. So today I would like to share to you on one topic, Introduction to Software Project Management. I'm Yusmadi from UPM. After the video you can email me for further question at yusmadi@upm.edu.my. So I'm from Department of Software Engineering and Information System, Faculty of Computer Science and Information Technology. Okay, so Introduction to Software Project Management. So our learning outcome today is to describe what is software project management and what's the function of software management, explain the management activity and discuss the responsibility of software project managers. Okay, so the topic covered on the definition, okay, some definition, what is software project, what is software project management. Okay, so that different terminologies for that particular related topics. Okay, the definition. Next is on the management functions and activities and software management structure. Okay, very simple. What is software? Okay? And what is software engineering? Okay? It's very now I would say you have your smartphone, you have your gadgets, right? And software is everywhere. Okay, but invisible, right? Means that you cannot hold. Okay, you know it's an application, it's a software, it's a what they call apps, but it's something which is you cannot hold. Right, so then with that we know, however we know it's a software, right? So software is what? Software is an instruction, okay, at the back end there, like in your smartphone, in your apps, okay. There are many instructions there, okay, at the back end of your, inside your what you call in your gadgets or your phone or your computers, okay. So instruction here in terms of computer programs and executed when desired features, function and performance. Okay, so we are the user. As a user, we instruct the system to do something, right, or to initiate something, right. The software also is a data structure, which is a program to adequately manipulate information. It's not only about the input from the user, but also the instruction can do some manipulation and also from there come up with the result for the user, and is also include the documentation, okay, describe the operation and use of the program. Okay, so software combined of these three. With the software itself, this is another one, okay, to explain what is software. Okay, so the software itself is developed or engineered. Okay, that's why we call software engineer, okay, the one who are creating or building the software, okay. And it's not manufactured in classical sense, okay, means that it's not manufactured but it's created or developed. Manufactured usually we call for those with like physical things or a building or items which is what they call visible or can be whole, okay, can be whole and can be seen, right. Software does not wear out. Wear out means that it is in the sense of like human can young and old, right, when they come older, right. And software here also can be older, but we cannot see how old it in a way of its presence because of the invisibility. And although the industry is moving toward component-based construction, most software continue with the what we call personalization. Okay, although we have in the software development industry actually, okay, we are allowed to use the component-based. And then we with those particular components base, we can create one application or system. However, okay, nowadays because of different requirement, different what they call needs, and then we have to tailor to the specific needs of the user. Okay, so in a way of that software engineering itself is something in the curriculum, software project management being embed in software engineering students or curriculums, because the importance of software project management itself, okay, although it's not very technical, but on the management perspective, it's very important to understand by the student as well. Okay, so IEEE definition, what is software engineering? Application of systematic, disciplined, quantifiable approach to the development, operation and maintenance of the software. And with that also means that when we engineer a software, okay, we need to use certain methods or quantifiable approach so that we can come up with a good quality software. Okay. So what is project? We will come to the software project management after this, okay, but we need to know that it's a project, can be any kind of project in general, okay, can be a project for a trip somewhere or certain location, or can be a project about a program or programs in terms of like a show or exhibition, and can be a project like construction project, can be a manufacturing project. However, in what we want to highlight on the project is that one project, it can be have their own what they call timeline, have their own budget maybe, and also certain constraint. Okay? So it seems goes to the software project as well, because software project itself is something which is undertake a unique product or service or result. Okay, so when we have one project, for example, on creating web application development, so means that it's a project which is focused on that particular development, and it have certain limit of cost, limit of time, how long it will take, and also requirements from the user. Okay. So project management, and what is project management? Okay, so far project management concerned with activities. Okay, so on managing the project or software development project, they have the activities. So what are the activities? Okay, so it depends. It depends what kind of project, what project are you concerning on, what you call focus on. Okay, and those activities being outlined or being specified by the project itself, okay, project team itself. So involved in ensuring that software is delivered on time, on schedule, and with the requirement of organization developing and procuring the software. So here we set out that, okay, delivered on time. So delivered on time means that if the project is for 1 year, 12 months, it should be done on 12 months. Okay, if lesser, possibly it can be allowed, or if more than 12 months, possibly it will give effect to certain other factors such as budgets and also the people who are involved in the project. Okay, on schedule, okay, on time and on schedule. On schedule because we have the activities, we have the set or the what they call the list of activities. Those lists of activities have their own schedule. Okay, for example, activity 1, how long it will take, activity 2, how long it will take. So the scheduling to make sure the project on time, we need to monitor and make sure all those activities completed on time as well. Okay, requirements here represent the scope. Okay, scope here means that how big or how small the scope, and what are the limit or what are the requirements. Okay, requirements can be very common for those who are on the software development. And for the layman, it means that the needs or what are the functions, okay, for that particular project or software. Okay. Project management needed because software development is always subject to budget and schedule constraint. Okay, when you are talking about constraint, means that it's limited. Okay, so on the budget, okay, let's say that is the amount of money your customer that are willing to pay for that project. Okay, so means that the team of developers should focus on those budget to make sure it's not over budget. Okay, usually if over budget, need some negotiation back with the customer. Okay, schedule constraint, usually customer expecting on time. Okay, let's say 12 months, make sure 12 months completed. So to make sure, okay, budget and schedule constraint are well maintained or well arranged on time and constraint on the money itself. So there is a need for the managing the project, which is on the software project management. Okay, so beside on the schedule, beside on the cost, on the budget, okay, deliver software that meets the customer expectation is one of the criteria that we can measure on how success is the project, and also the development team. Okay, that means that it's not only about your customer but also the team who are doing the project. Okay, who are involved in the project. Okay, so very important also to make sure they are well functioning, and because it will relate very close to the team performance. Okay, so here also I would like to highlight software management distinction. Okay, compared to other management project, other project. Okay, project is intangible. Okay, sorry, product is intangible. Okay, product, let's say I have an application in my smartphone, for example, okay, but I cannot feel it, okay, but I can use it through the screen, through the monitor, okay, I can use it through monitor, okay, I can scroll it, I can produce a report from that, for example, I can, for example, I can, let's say, WhatsApp, alright, nowadays people are using that, okay. So it's an app also, it's considered one software. Okay, you can use it, you can communicate with others using the WhatsApp, you can send files and other things, okay, but it's still intangible. It cannot be seen or touched. Okay? Why we highlight this point? Because the nature of intangible itself give some influence in terms of managing the project. Okay? One-off project. Okay, let's say the project for 12 months. Okay, so we have one team which is 5 of you, for example, need to complete the project on time, on budget. Okay, for 12 months, 1 year. Okay, so it's a one-off project. So once the project is completed, okay, finished, and then pass over to the user or the customer. Okay, so in terms of that, okay, possibly it's a one-off project because we creating the software for a dedicated customer or user. Okay, so it's one-off project, but maybe same project but for different customer or user possibly can be done, but possibly it's not the same. Okay, 100% the same, because at certain way it will be have certain differences. Software processes are variable and organizational specific. Okay, so special, tailored or dedicated software created for one organization. Okay, and it's organization specific. Okay, different organization may have their own requirement in terms of their needs on that particular software, so they have to be other project for the development, specific development. Okay, So what are the management activities, okay, on managing the project? Okay, so one is project planning. Okay, project planning here relate on with the project scheduling. Okay, planning means that in terms of duration. Okay, duration, how long it will take. Okay, so we need to make estimation and scheduling. Okay, on the software project management, we go very detailed on the scheduling. We have a certain way on making the scheduling. For example, some method we can use on the using Gantt chart, network diagram. Okay, and those diagrams will help the developer in terms of making the scheduling detail for each of the activity and also the duration. Okay, and beside that also we have to assign people. Okay, let's say just now my example, we have 1 year project, 5 people involved, and then those people or the person involved, what are their tasks, what are their responsibility for that particular project. Okay, so we need to assign. Okay, so A, for example, what are your responsibility? Let's say A is the project manager. Okay, the B is the requirement analyst. Okay, C is the designer, D is the tester, and E can be like a programmer. Okay, so that is example of assigning the task. Then those assignment is not example just now is one example. It can be a variety because some different naming given on terms of the assignment itself. Okay, example just a very what you call very general example. Okay, reporting is very important because reporting can be reporting to the management, reporting to when complete certain activity, and then we have one dedicated report, and then this report to another person for the task, another task assignment. Okay, so reporting here it depends in terms of also depends in terms of the customer or the user. They possibly have certain duration of reporting. Okay, can be in monthly, can be in based on the activities, and the reporting also need to be comply with the related agencies who are monitoring on the project. Risk management, another very important topics because managing the risk here is that we are trying to see what are the possible problems can be happen, okay, during the project. Okay, means that risk management here we try to project, we try to see what are, we try to understand what are the possible risks can be happen along the project. Okay, let's say from start until the finish of the project. Okay, so that risk we analyze, and then from there we try to develop risk management plan. Okay, because the risk here, okay, possibly happen and it will affect the project. So what we want to do, we here as a developer, we want to make sure that the project as smooth as possible until the end. Alright. However, okay, if something happen, if certain problems happen, we know what to do. So that is what we refer, usually we make the contingency plan. Okay, so that when certain risks happen, what are the possible action can be taken, right? So on that is on the risk management. Other than that is the people management. Okay, although we are managing on the project itself, one important asset of the project is the people. People here is mainly the mainly is the what you call the team. Okay, managing the team. Okay, because when we are dealing with the people, okay, first of all we have to choose people for the team, and also in terms of working. Alright, meaning that the 5 in the team, we need to properly select who should be involved in that project, because we need to have a good team, okay, with the related expertise, with the related experience, that will make sure at the end the project is success. Okay, and from there also working together and effective team it will be comes with that, right? Hopefully, and at the end they have the good performance. Proposal writing, okay, which is this is actually the first start of before starting the project. Proposal writing is the one which is something that we are trying to prepare to gain the project, okay. And proposal writing also very important, because from there we can justify detail about the project and how the team or the company are able to perform the project very good on that part. Okay, so on the management spectrum here, 4 P's are very important, which is people, product, process and project. So all these 4 P's spectrum, okay, mainly focus on the management spectrum, and these 4 P's also was covered in the PMBOK, Project Management Body of Knowledge, and that product management body of knowledge is one of the main reference which is for in terms of software project management. Okay, so people, one of it is people, which is the stakeholder. Stakeholder here means that the one who are having special or important interest for the project. Okay, there are many, actually you can list out many, but different names are also possible, but here some of important usually highlighted for the stakeholder can be the managers, can be the project managers, practitioners, customer and user. Okay, so those are the stakeholder or the people who have a certain interest for that particular project. Possibly also can be from the government, okay, or the law enforcement, also can be part of the stakeholder. Okay, so software teams, another one which is have the combination of that, okay, the project leader, the team itself, who are working together, okay, in organizing, on producing good ideas, and from there also at the same time motivating each other instead of project manager to lead on that project. Okay, so the collaboration, the working together itself is very important for the team to success on doing the project. Okay, so on selecting the team can be a variety, list out here like difficulty of the problem, what kind of expertise need for that particular project, what kind of languages for the programming, what kind of background knowledge needed, size of the programs itself also influence in terms of that. Okay, the time constraint also can be possible to look on the numbers of the team, how many people involved, in terms of delivery date, how rigid it is, because some company they are very concerned. Okay, let's say 1 year as it is, you have to make sure the project are delivered on time. Okay, what if in certain situation the developer unable to fulfill that on time? Okay, so usually they have what we call the service level agreement. The SLA will detail out in terms of the contract between the developer and also the company. Okay, if certain situation happen, what are mentioned in the agreement, it will be referred. Usually can be like penalties. Okay, the developer have to pay because they are not able to fulfill on time. That is one of the example. There possibly can be many others. Right, degree of sociability, communication, or required for the project. So that also need to be clear. Okay, because the communication here between the developer and the company, or among the developer itself. Okay. So on the management factor, consistency, respect, inclusion and honesty. When we are managing the people, okay, we are dealing with the people, these 4 factors are very important. Okay. Consistency in terms of what we call a favorite or discrimination. Discrimination here among the team, inside the team. Okay, if any discrimination, it may influence in terms of job performance, dissatisfaction, okay, and it will give impact also to the project. Respect, this is because sometimes the project usually they mix with the juniors and the seniors, the experience and also a new graduates. And so with that, respect is very important, because like the seniors, they are very experienced people or developer, but for the juniors maybe they are new, they have the knowledge, but in terms of the experience they are still new. So means that the respect here, maybe we need to have like the differences with the skills, with the different background, different knowledge. Okay, so we should be respect from each respect should be there to each other. Inclusion, okay, team members, and make sure that people are considered. Okay, so the combination of juniors and seniors, the inclusion in terms of opinions should be considered. So means that any kind of related opinion should be considered, because it's possibly can contribute a better decision when they are making certain decision throughout the discussion, throughout the what they call presentation and discussion among the team. Honesty also should be there, because the openness and honesty here, because any problems about the project should be shared to others, because that will give the what they call the real situation. Okay, if let's say the schedule are under delay, if the schedule are delay for one activity, it should be something to be discussed among the team members, so that all the team knows the situation and something can be done. Okay. Okay, so managing people are very important, as we know. Okay, and then when talking about software project management, one of the important key person is the project manager, and the project manager is the what we call also the project leader. Okay, or in a way of, and he or she give important impact also on the project performance. Okay, so as a conclusion, okay, good project manager is essential, and so that the what they call in terms of the project that being performed can be produced on time and within budget, so it will be a success project. So software management is different with the other management, engineering management, because of the visibility, or what they call intangible product. Okay, so with that we have to what they call have a certain guide in terms of managing the product. So that's why in some of the curriculums they are using what they call the project management body of knowledge, produced by the Project Management Institute, and with that hopefully we'll guide better in terms of managing the software project. So effective project management focus on the 4 P's just now, which is people, product, process, and also the project. Software project manager plays a major role, as I mentioned just now, because he or she is the leader, and who are providing also in a way of to support the project management activities and also the people who are within that particular project. Okay, with that, terima kasih. Thank you.